Nah, we don't think. Cards and crafts, we do our best. Welcome to the Hot Mess Express. Hey! Hop on board, don't second guess. It's Jess's crafty Hot Mess Express. Glue and glitter, laughs and stress, making magic in the mess. Snip, snip here, splash of ink. Perfect, nah, we don't think. Cards and crafts, we do our best. Welcome to the Hot Mess Express. Hey! Hop on board, don't second guess. It's Jess's crafty Hot Mess Express. Glue and glitter, laughs and stress, making magic in the mess. Snip, snip here, splash of ink. Perfect, nah, we don't think. Cards and crafts, we do our best. Welcome to the Hot Mess Express. Hey! Hop on board, don't second guess. It's Jess's crafty Hot Mess Express. Glue and glitter, laughs and stress, making magic in the mess. Snip, snip here, splash of ink. Perfect, nah, we don't think. Cards and crafts, we do our best. Welcome to the Hot Mess Express. Hey! Hop on board, don't second guess. It's Jess's crafty Hot Mess Express. Glue and glitter, laughs and stress, making magic in the mess. Snip, snip here, splash of ink. Perfect, nah, we don't think. Cards and crafts, we do our best. Welcome to the Hot Mess Express. Hey! Hop on board, don't second guess. It's Jess's crafty Hot Mess Express. Glue and glitter, laughs and stress, making magic in the mess. Snip, snip here, splash of ink. Perfect, nah, we don't think. Cards and crafts, we do our best. Welcome to the Hot Mess Express. Hey! Hop on board, don't second guess. It's Jess's crafty Hot Mess Express. Glue and glitter, laughs and stress, making magic in the mess. Snip, snip here, splash of ink. Perfect, nah, we don't think. Cards and crafts, we do our best. Welcome to the Hot Mess Express. Hey! Hop on board, don't second guess. It's Jess's crafty Hot Mess Express. Glue and glitter, laughs and stress, making magic in the mess. Snip, snip here, splash of ink. Perfect, nah, we don't think. Cards and crafts, we do our best. Welcome.
Hello, everybody. Welcome in. My name is Jessie Tarian. I'm an independent demonstrator with the company Stampin' Up. I'm located in sunny Las Vegas, and in my craft room, we do all things paper craft. Hey guys, shout out when you get in. I can see we're popping on. Let's see who's here today. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Mom. Hi, Pam. How you guys doing? What do you think of my song? Hey, Cheryl. I just saw you in there. Did you hear it? Isn't that the cutest, funniest song ever? Like, I was waiting to come on. I'm just dancing in my craft room. So, let me make sure I got that panic. Like, can everybody hear me? You like it? Isn't that cute? Alexis made that for me. I was so happy. I'm just really pulling it all together now. Okay, I have a great card for us tonight. It's simple. It's a corner tuck card, and we're using a brand new set. I have all the things loaded, and I got my stuff together, guys. I don't know what to tell you. Here we go. Okay. While we kind of wait for people to find us, I'm just going to go through the new suite. So let's see. I got to project page. Okay, here we go. So this is the new suite. It is called the Velvet Meadow. So we have velvet 12 by 12 paper. We have specialty designer series paper that has little velvet moments on it. And I'm going to show you that on camera in just a second. We have a stamp set and coordinating dies and even some really cute flower gems. So I'm loving this set. This is one that I almost slept on, guys. The first time I ordered, don't judge me, besties, but the first time I pre-ordered, I did not pick this set. And then, as I was looking at it, I was like, you know what, I'm just going to get it. I have a lot of cards I have to do for retreat, and it would be nice to use this paper. It's very pretty. When I got it, blown away. You have to see it in person. It's one of those things I feel. So, um, let me flip down real quick. Oh, wait, I forgot my hotkeys aren't working. Here we go. Okay, so each piece of designer series paper has a side with, and you can really see it. See all that white? That is flocked with velveteen. So very pretty, very tactile. The backs are just very muted, soft prints. Here again, you can really see it pop off the page. Isn't that crazy? Just imagine the feeling. Okay, and then the light on the back. This is the only page I found that coordinates with the dies. So this right here, the double flower, you could actually cut that out. I'm so sorry for Tuesday when I did not do, I said I was going to look back and I didn't, but I will definitely do it the next time we look at that set. But a lot of our sets are getting sold out. I'm very happy to announce, though, that the sweetest jar one is back in stock. So next week we'll be playing with that. I'm trying to hold them up so you can see that flocking. So pretty, such pretty palettes, very muted on the back, each one. So you get 6 of these. You get 6 different velvet patterns and then 6 regular patterns. You get 2 of each sheet, so 12 sheets in total. I like this because you can cut it and make your card friends. We're going to use a piece of this today. So yes, obsessed, love, definitely worth it. Okay, so here is our sheet. And let me pull in our card sketch. I think it's that one. Yes, no, sorry, still learning. Okay, so here's a close-up. If you're watching me on YouTube, go ahead and screenshot this so you can refer back to it later. I will also have a link in the description section, and you can always print these and do what you'd like with them. So there is that. And boom. Okay, so I think I showed you all the things. And as always, this will be posted for you. Now, with our new format, I will not be doing Sunday sketches anymore because you're getting not 1 but 2 a week. So I think it works out better. I like it so far. Tell me what you think. So I'm going to put this over here. I'll be referring to it as we go. So here's the card. This is very simple. The only thing with this is, and I don't know if you can tell on camera, I think I can. When I did it, I put it all together. I was so happy, and then I'm staring at it and I realize it's just 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 off just by a hair, just a but we're going to deal with it. It's a homemade card, so I'm a little crooked, so that goes, right? So there's the inside. You could totally put more embellishment. I wanted room for writing, and so I kind of left it plain. I felt like this was enough, but when you do your card, you do you. You can always put on the back panel more writing room. So, It's up to you. And then we have a little tuck corner right here, and you just take that and slide it into place. So that is what we're going to be doing today. Um, isn't that paper pretty, Mom? I know. Love the song, Cheryl. I know, it's so good. I'm so proud of it. Oh, I dropped my paper. Hold on. Okay. So I'm using some of that Peaceful Pine brand new in color paper, cardstock. And we're going to start with our card base. Cut your cardstock in half at 5.5. Save this, you're going to need it. We're going to turn that and we're going to trim some off. You're going to need your arm for this part. Sorry, it's going to be a little wonky because I have my tablet stand in the way. Okay, so now we have the base size. The next thing we're going to do is we are going to score it vertically at 2.25. Okay, I don't know where the glitters are coming from, but they're everywhere today. Get that cut blade out of the way. Give it a good crease down, and you can set that to the side for now. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to make our inside panel. And for that, it's a 6x4. So let's see how we're going to do this. 4 inches by 6. This is only a 5.5. So yeah, we're going to have to do it like this. Sorry, sometimes I have to wrap my brain around what I'm doing. Okay, let's set that aside. And then we need 6. How's everybody doing today? Did I even ask you? I am doing phenomenal. Getting a lot of work done, which is exciting. So now on the 6-inch, the long side, we're going to score it right in half at 3 inches. So now we have our panel. I don't know, eyeballing that, it looks small to me, but it's correct. Just in case you were wondering. Get this out of the way. Now we have some extra pieces, but you can use these to cut embellishments out. And oh, you know what? We got to make one more piece. Our corner piece. What was I thinking? I have a whole section on that. So for the corner piece, you're going to want a 2x2 square first. This is a 2-inch piece. Now we have our square. Now what you're going to want to do, let me get this into camera view. I like to nestle the corner right in this part right here in the cut canal, and that just gives me an area to pivot so I can get the corners lined up perfectly in that cut canal. And the one thing I would suggest when you're cutting like this, sink your blade in the middle of the paper and go up and down. And that way you're not going to hook on the corner and have you ever tried to cut the paper but you've ended up crinkling it instead? That's why. Sink your blade. So now I have 2 pieces. I can make another card, use this for something else, or do something else with it. Put it in your junk bin. But I have my corner tuck piece. Okay, now if you're going to do mats on your card, you're going to do the same process with your DSP, with your mat. Make your square and just graduate it in, a little bit smaller each time. Make your square and then cut it on the diagonal. So that's how you get that. And it should all line up perfectly when you do that. Right? Pull our card base in. Give it a good crease down. It'll lay flatter if you do that. So I've got all the pieces to our base. I have pre-done our lives a little bit. We do have some cutting and things like that to do, but stamping, cutting, you know, all the good things. So, what is happening? What is going on? Do we have plans for Mother's Day? What are we doing? We're just kind of taking it easy, I think, here. Mom and I are going Monday. We're spending our time, and then that way I don't leave my kids on Mother's Day, kind of a thing. I don't know if they would care, but you know, they're grown now. They don't need their mom. Yes, they do. Okay, here we go. So I just matted all my pieces again. You know, a funny thing what I noticed with a lot of the sets in this catalog, they're using Berry Burst as one of the colors, you know, the main colors. And I had some, but I never really, it wasn't my go-to color. And I'm really kind of in, I love it. I don't know why I didn't pick it up before. Maybe that's why they started using it. Like, this color isn't getting enough love. Let's put it out there. But I don't know. It's very pretty. Digging it. I'm gonna have to order some because I had bought one pack, used it sparingly, and it kind of was just in my craft stash of papers, and I pulled it out, and uh the last set we used on Tuesday, Berry Burst is one of the colors, this one. And I think there's another one. So I need more of it. Okay, so now this piece, I'm going to get it open, I swear. It's going to go like this. So they're facing each other, okay? So when you're putting your layers and things on, you need to remember that. Now I don't think I'm going to mount these quite yet because I have some stamping that I want to do. So we'll do that next. This is my cut pieces. I can mount the corners. So see, I just kept graduating these in about 1/8 of an inch. Do you need to mat this tuck spot? Probably not, but I felt like because I was doing the rest of them, yes, I did. Almost kind of slid. You'll be fine. There you go. Give it a little pep talk. Okay. And what you're going to do with this is you're going to put glue on the two side pieces of your triangle. Just a thin line like that. And you're going to tuck it right in the corner. And I'm doing this now because I want to give it time to dry. It's going to be tugged on, so you want it to have some time, okay, to set up so that it doesn't just pop off. So we'll let that just kind of sit there and do its thing. Okay, this is the inside and this is the outside. That paper is so pretty. I was going to use the backside of one of the muted um, seafoam green pieces, but I could not waste that beautiful paper. So I was like, we're just going to stamp on here and call it good because it's basically the same thing. Isn't that funny? Is anyone else like that? It makes me sad. I'm like, I can't do it. I can't waste it. Okay, so I'm just grabbing one of the, um, this piece right here. And we're going to just do tone on tone, kind of like a watermark. And we just act like they're kind of in the breeze, right? And we're going to be building up our flowers on the side there. So do as much as you like. All right. I don't even know. Oh, yeah, you can see it on camera. I was like, it's so light. I don't know if it would pick it up or not. Okay, so we've got that. And we're going to do cheering you on. So let me see. Yes, I found it. I'm going to put this towards the top. Hopefully that's straight. Yeah, not bad. That is good. Now, I'm going to do the inside of my card. So many reasons to celebrate. Isn't that cute? Let me see if I can find that one. Yep, got it. All right. And put it towards the top. There we go. It always looks a little wonky because of the light is so bright that I'm using and create shadows and things. So I'm never quite sure, is it straight? Is it where I want it? You know, what are we gonna do? Okay, so I have a piece of paper that we're gonna use just to stamp off onto. Let me grab my pieces. And we're gonna do, and I have no idea what type of flowers these are. We're gonna call them wildflowers because that's what that's what I think they are. Sound good? All right. Okay. So, yeah, I thought so. It didn't feel bumpy enough to me. I was like, we'll just try it. No problem. Look at this. Never happened. You won't tell anyone, right, besties? Okay, better. Now I'm going to grab some of that berry burst. And we're going to do the insides of the flowers. So on this stamp set, you have the flowers and then you have the little insides. And they're together and they're angled so that you can stamp them at the same time, which is very convenient. Now see, when you over push your ink, or maybe let's say you have a juicy ink pad and you go to ink up and you get ink where you don't want it, there's a good chance you're going to get that ink on your project where you don't want it. So if that happens, take the time to just wipe it off and re-ink. Or use a microfiber towel to just wipe off where you don't want it. Trust me, those little things that we do save us from heartache later, basically. Okay, I'm scared. We're just going to do it. We're not going to be scared. Look at that. Perfect. All right. I'm just kind of putting them over here. I do, after the live, go back and clean my stuff. I don't want you to think like, oh my gosh, she's a mess. I am a mess, but I do clean up. Did I do that again? Let's try it. No, we're good. Okay, so we've got our flowers. I think now it's die cutting. Scoot these over here. I'm going to grab my cut and emboss. This was from earlier. And the dies. So, what else do I have to tell you? Um, I don't know. Is anyone considering joining my team? That's what I need to know. Let me tell you about this real quick. So right now, Stampin' Up! Is doing a deal. When you sign up to be a demonstrator, you get 5 ink pads for free. And they're the brand new in color magnetic ink pads. I'm obsessed with them. I cannot wait. It's going to be a while. It's going to be like a year, but I cannot wait for them to switch over because I just enjoy them. I do. I don't know what to tell you. They're good. They're magnetic. They're easy to open. I like the felt. It's a whole moment. Anyway, so if you want more information about that. Now, if you're like Jessie, I am not into sales and stuff like that. I'm too busy, but I am an avid crafter and I buy things. Besties, get the discount. You get 20 to 25% off your orders. Why not? Why pay me when you could pay yourself? You know what I'm saying? Just think about it. Okay, so that is the piece that you would need to cut the flowers out of the paper. Oh, I don't know, I couldn't see it. It's right there, but my brain wouldn't say, yep, that's it. Okay, let's grab another piece of this. Throw that on there too. Whoop. What is happening? Okay, we're just going with it. They love each other. They want to be together. Okay. Put these over here. Do you see that? Oh, it's static. That's what it is. I'm like, why? I'm not even touching the paper yet, and it's moving. No, it's not the ghost in my craft room. It's static. It's my magnetic personality. I knew it. Here we go. Okay, we're done with our cutting. Now we just got to put it together. These go together pretty quickly, I feel like. Just grab and pop everything out. So I was working today on one of our sketches for next week, and it's a 2-page layout because I have a cut sketch that I wanted a little bit bigger. And then I did a whole thing on how to mat because I know I like put little blurbs on my sketches like, oh, if you want to mat it, just add blah, blah, blah. But this is a more detailed one just to help anyone who's learning. And I won't do that every time because after a while we'll all know, but it's a good resource, right? So, and everybody's asking what program I use to make these sketches, and I use ChatGPT and Canva, and it really took me a long time to kind of get things where you want. You almost have to, it's like um, creating a relationship with your AI program, like now it knows and I can just use certain terms, but we had to figure it out together, my chat and I. So I know I sound crazy, but I'm telling you, it wasn't just like, oh, could you do this? No, it doesn't know what you're talking about. You have to teach it. And they're always not 100% no matter what. So that's when I take it what it gives me, or I take parts of it and then I'll put it in Canva and I'll put it all together and I'll figure it out. Um, I wish I had an easier thing like, oh, just use this, but it is a process. It is a process. So, but I am happy to do them for you. And any of my besties that are coming to retreat, you are going to get 50 sketches for all the cards that we do during retreat, which is exciting. and I'm binding them into books. So you will have them as resource guides, and they're going to have a nice cover and all that stuff. I'm also working on um, other resources that you can use and helpful tips and things, techniques and stuff. So it's really going to be like a real book, a craft reference book. So I've never written a book before. It's kind of exciting. These are the things I do at night, guys. Some people watch TV. I stay up till 1 in the morning making things. I enjoy it though. Okay, so there we go. And I'm going to pop these up. I'm going to grab some of our dimensionals. And I don't want to cut my words off. So we only have a little bit. That's okay. Actually, I'm going to pop that up too. I believe that's, am I doing that upside down? I think I am. Where'd it be? I really need to learn my plants. Any gardeners out there that can give me a crash course? I don't think it like anyone would look at it and go like, why is your plant upside down? But that looks right. What do you think? Does that look okay? I don't know. I'm gonna grab my snips and just trim that. Okay. So here we go. This would also look really pretty with some ribbon. Like that. Or maybe some twine. That would look good. Be careful if you have stuff popping off the paper here. Remember, this is going to open and it will kind of keep folding that, but I'm not mad at it. What are we going to do? Okie dokie. Let me pull this back in. This should be dry now. And we're going to just put glue on the back. You want to put a good bit of adhesive because it's going to get tugged on. So you don't want it to come off. Okay? Okay, so let's try to make this one straight. Okay. See, I do good at first and then I get nervous and I like pull on it. And that's, I think, where I go wrong. But this looks pretty good. This looks good. Okay. And then it just tucks. Ah, don't do it until it's dry, guys. It's a tip. All right, I'm gonna let that dry for a minute before I try to tuck it this away. And the last thing we're gonna do is bling it up. Here we go. Let me grab those. And I'm just going to pop them around. And I like the smaller ones, but these big ones are really cute too. There we go. Okay, the moment of truth. Can she put the corner in there without popping it off? Yes, I can. There we go. It's still a little, let's give it time to dry. Make sure, just like I did the corner, you want to let that glue dry. I'm impatient. But there we go. All right, what do we think? 2 cards are ready and done. Let me pop the corner in this one. Once it dries, it'll just boop, pop right in there. All right, there we go. What do we think? What do you think of the paper? Are you obsessed? What's happening? Um, oh, Martha, I'm sorry. Are you not feeling good? Welcome. Thank you, Terry. Oh, you broke your finger. Oh my goodness. Well, that's some dedication. Thank you for signing in. I hope you feel better. Um, all right, there is a lot of chit chat, so I'm gonna have to read that later. Otherwise, we'll be here. Let me pop up and say a proper goodbye. There we go. All right, guys, we did it. I hope you like this new format and you're excited that we're going to get 2 card sketches a week from now on. And I'll be posting other stuff as well. But I think 2 sketches a week is about what I can handle right now. So I had to let something go. So I just figured the Sunday one was a good one to do. All right. I'm going to go for now. I love you. I appreciate you. And I'll see you in the comments. Hey guys, if you're interested in Craft It Up, here's all the information for the retreat.